Hey guys, so I made a mistake in one of my videos called Kenneka Turn Right. The part of the I made a mistake is right here where she was walking down. And then you can see right here there's the cafe on the left. So when she turned right, she was actually turning right in the lobby. So I made a mistake because I was looking through surveillance videos. I found one online where this guy was giving a narration. I don't have access to the surveillance videos in the original form, just because it uses up a lot of memory for me to download. I do want to show you different areas where I think that should be a huge focus. But before I go to the pool area, I just want to show you some really some kind of odd things. Not kind of, they're actually really odd. So what you're going to see when I go further down here is you're going to see that there's a nurse. She's um, she's in scrubs. You know what I mean? Which is kind of weird. So when I get this way, you can't really, okay, then you can see her right here. But if you look up, she has like an orange bag and she has scrubs. So my question is, what is a nurse doing with scrubs in the hotel? Like I would understand if there was if there was nurses and they were coming from like a conference or whatever, but it just doesn't really, add up somebody dressed like in their medical gear in the hotel. I do also want to show you there's this huge sign covering up something which is weird. Do you see that? What is that? It looks like a nose, a mouth, and an eye. Is it my imagination? I'm not saying it's on the ledge, but it's like a reflection of something. I tried to look at the clothes and they don't resemble that. And I tried to look at, the other things in the store and nothing really resembled, that. So I was just trying to figure out, I was like, what is that? You know? Um, so right there is the private door, and then right here is an elevator actually. That's an elevator. And then behind it, it looks like there is a cooler of some sort. Um, I'm gonna go closer up on it. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see anything that represents lips that was like lips and a nose and eye. Isn't that weird? Like I was looking and I don't see anything. So that right here, there's a back part of it. I want to show you there's something on top, like it's a red thing. So I don't know what that is. Like I don't know if that's like a cooler or what that is, but it's behind the sign either way. Like you can't see like what's going on behind the scenes. Um, so let's go to the pool area now. All right, so the right where you see like a ledge, that's where employees can walk down. There's one door right there. I don't know exactly where that goes. There's another door right here, which is the fire area, and there's like a stairs up there as well. Um, it's the fire door. Oh, it says the fire extinguisher or whatever. I'm not sure exactly. I mean, we can't obviously see what's behind that door. There's this door right here. I don't know what that goes to. I can't go in there for some reason. So you turn here. This is kind of just like a little squared in area. There's another squared in area. There's a lot of boxed in areas like this, which is kind of scary because someone could be hiding behind there and then they could just jump out at you. You know what I mean? It's just like they have like a lot of really odd areas. By the way, that's another stair way, or that's like another area where someone can go up the stairs. That's another room. This is the health fitness room right here, and I'm looking back here. It looks like there's a whole other room back there. There's a bathroom, and then on the right, yeah, it looks okay. I guess that's just more equipment, something back there. Um, but on the right, you see like it kind of looks like, I don't know if it's my imagination, it kind of looks like a little employee section or something. Like there's another room back there. Isn't that weird? So it's kind of like a little open door, or like I don't know, maybe they have like employee stuff. It kind of looks like it actually, or maybe it could be showers. So let's go back over here. This is just a little area right here. It's kind of I mean, to me it kind of seems like a little scary area. I'm gonna tell you why. So um There, by the way, when I looked, I couldn't find any surveillance cameras in the pool, or not in the pool, but like around the pool, which is weird. So here's the place where you get your towels and everything. So it's very hard to capture it, but there's like I think it's like 5 doors, believe it or not, in the pool area. So right here, there's a ping pong table. There's one door, and then there's the second door. Now that looks like an employee door, but I'm just gonna tell y'all, look at this area right here. It's kind of like in a boxed-in area. So like if someone came from that door or the other door, it doesn't seem like it's a really safe area. You know what I mean? So, I was looking in here. I couldn't find any surveillance videos, which, I mean, I feel like it would be a wise thing considering, like, this is, like, workout equipment, So, like, if somebody fell or something happened, then they can be able to, just kind of see what happened. And again, this is a pool area, so, I mean, it would make more sense if they have surveillance video in there. Okay, so behind there, that's a door, but you have to kind of hit it in a funny area so that you can be able to see the door. So let's see, we turn it around. There it is. That's the door. That's one door right there. Okay, and then so we are looking at 3 doors thus far. That's a door right there too, by the way. So that's 3, 4, and then there's this one which goes on the outside. So there's about 5 doors in there. No surveillance video. Now there's the area where people can look into the pool area, like behind the curtains. I guess that would be on the second floor. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show y'all. It's just kind of sketchy. Like, I wouldn't want to walk around this area. I mean, look at, and in that area where it's boxed in, did you kind of notice that that's an employee door as well? So it's like a boxed in area. An employee can, like, literally come up from behind if someone was, like, walking down the lane, and then they can just take them to the back. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like it's a very good design for safety, that is. If you look up there, there's a surveillance camera. There's a ramp that an employee can walk down so that they can go to the pool area. There's like the elevators, but we can't, really see anything past that. And then that's the store. They have like tons of surveillance videos in there, or surveillance cameras. It's like literally 5. But by the way, in this area right there that we just walked past, there's no surveillance cameras whatsoever. Now, and that's like the ballroom. Okay, I just wanted to show y'all that area. I do kind of think, some people have said that they think that something happened to Kenneka in the pool area. I'm definitely thinking that. Look at this. That is a send and receive. So I made a video. I think I made a mistake. I don't know if that's an elevator or not, but it does have a thing where you can bring it down. So I don't know what that is exactly. I mean, because I'm looking at the floor, and it doesn't look like... I do know without question, though, behind it, there is a cooler, without question. So, I wanted to show you some other parts of the visibility bar. Okay, that's the flight area, flight room. They only have one surveillance camera over there. Now, this flight room, this will go down to the visibility area where the guy that was walking with the cooler, he was walking down this area right there because it goes to the garage and the patio. So I'm going to be turning left, and you'll see, and there's another area. So yeah, you walk down this area right here, and that is where the guy turned with the cooler. So when he turned right, he walked all the way down this lane right there, which actually leads you to the caddy shack, also the parking garage. So I don't know exactly like where the parking garage is if you turn right, but either way, that straight lane will take you to the caddy shack, and it takes you right to the kitchen, by the way. Just let you know, because I walked at the the caddy shack, and I looked down, and there's like this area where there's like a whole bunch of windows, and it goes straight from the kitchen. So that's something to think about. It's kind of weird. So the dude, when he was carrying the cooler, he was going to the caddy shack area. Maybe going to parking. Okay, so this is a lane where the guy with the cooler and the lady, they turn right. They're looking at the clock. He has like a lot of filled up bags. He's bringing a cooler, okay? Now look at the time. The time is at 2:22. So that's like 2:22 in the morning. So I have a question to ask people. Do you think that there's a conference going on? Why do you think the man is bringing a cooler? Now the cooler could be going to the Caddyshack area. Okay, the Caddyshack area is the restaurant. Now, Kenneka, let's remember how Kenneka's picture looked when she was in the freezer. She had wet hair. Okay, so the pool area, by the way, is really close to that area. Okay, when you, even if you step outside, you know, you turn to the left, there's a pool area. Now, where the guy was working with the cooler, when you step out, there is there's a bed, like a flower bed. And there's a lot of dirt. So Kenneka also had a lot of dirt on her. So also the guy with the cooler, he was making so there was this black guy. He was in a black hoodie. Okay, and he was in the same area at the visibility bar. He turned around and he made eye contact with the guy with the cooler. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. What it's looking like is that something did happen to Kenneka in the pool area. Then she was carried out easily outside, and she was greeted by the dude with the cooler. And they could have brought her to the Caddyshack kitchen or something like that, and, you know, got what they were trying to get. So, also, there is this area called the Manning Room, and it's right next to the alleyway too, to where somebody could use that area to kind of go in the hallway, you know, which is for employees only. Okay, so those are the things to think about. Kenneka's hair was wet. That shows the pool area. Kenneka was dirty. All her clothes had, you know, dirt all over it. That would explain the flower bed. That's in the same direction. It's right there. The guy with the cooler walking towards either the parking lot or the Caddyshack. The reason why I don't feel like it was the parking lot is because guess what? He went there separately. So he went with the cooler. He was walking the cooler to the back. It's 2:22. When he was leaving, there's no cooler, and it's around 3 o'clock. Make sense? So, turning a right, there it's going to be outside. Then that's where you take the transport. That's why it was the metal thing. And then you go all the way around, and then the fan is exactly where the visibility bar is, where the guy was carrying the cooler. But also the parking lot and the Caddyshack. So all in that direction. So all those people are going to that direction.